As a season, Power Rangers Wild Force had its ups and its downs, just as every season does. But it not only had one of the best episodes of Power Rangers of all time in Forever Red, but it also had a really great 6th Ranger with a great story with the Lunar Wolf Ranger. So in today's video we will be covering the full story of the Lunar Wolf Ranger. Let's get into it. So 3,000 years before Power Rangers Wild Force, the land of Animaria waged a war with an evil who rose from the earth called Orgs. 6 ancient warriors defended the land from these creatures. 5 of them used the powers of the Crystal Sabers, while the 6th, Merrick, was assigned to protect Princess Shayla, who he had feelings for. To keep some of Animaria's culture safe, it was lifted into the sky by the ancient warriors. On this floating island, a slumbering Shayla and 5 power animals were kept safe. The warriors defeated most of the Orgs, but they could not defeat Master Org, who destroyed Animus, which was essentially like a god-like Megazord. So with little hope left, Merrick set out to find a legendary wolf mask, which was said to give great powers. He found the mask at Nazor's temple along with 3 animal crystals. He put the mask on and summoned the wolf, alligator and hammerhead shark Wildzords to form the Predazord, which was able to destroy Master Org. But the victory over the Orgs came with a price. Merrick was unable to remove the mask, which began to corrupt him, causing him to fall under its evil influence. Now as the evil Zenaku, Merrick was out of control, even attacking the ancient warriors. The warriors had no choice but to take Zenaku down, and imprison him in a tomb, though he begged them to destroy him instead. Quite a dark origin story. Then in present day, the new Master Org wages a new war against the successors of the ancient warriors, the Wild Force Rangers. He decided to have Zenaku freed in hopes of using him against the Rangers. Zenaku awakened and swore to get vengeance against the Rangers for their predecessors having him confined. As Zenaku, his memory was hazy, with only a vague recollection of being imprisoned by the ancient warriors, none of being human or having been cursed by a mask. He would only regain his human guise once a month on the night of a new moon, but he would immediately return to his savage, amnesia-ridden form by daybreak. Zenaku's overwhelming power and fierce Dark Wildzords defeated the Ranger in each and every battle. He even managed to steal the elephant, giraffe, black bear and polar bear Zords from them. With each battle, the Rangers discovered more clues about Zenaku's secret, and Zenaku started recalling bits and pieces of his memory, particularly when he was around Princess Shayla. To prevent him from remembering the past, Nazor implanted a bug into Zenaku's head which would further cloud his memory, and strengthen his resolve in destroying the Rangers. By this time, the Rangers had already figured out Zenaku's true identity, and sought a way to restore it. The spirit of Animus appeared to Zenaku twice, to try and make him remember his past. Animus even created an eclipse to cut off Zenaku's power source, and allow the Rangers to reach through to Merrick for a brief period. Neither plan worked, and Zenaku returned, still seeking vengeance. Finally, Princess Shayla determined that the power of the curse lay deep within the Dark Wildzords. To break the spell over Merrick, the Predazord needed to be defeated in battle. To accomplish this, the Rangers were assisted by new Wildzords, the Rhino and Armadillo. With these new power animals, they formed the Wild Force Megazord Striker Mode, which was able to bring down the Predazord, scattering its animal crystals. Amidst the chaos lay Merrick, restored back to normal, with a broken wolf mask nearby. The Rangers asked Merrick to join them, but Merrick refused. He was not ready to forgive himself for his actions as Zenaku, and did not feel worthy to join the team. Merrick would later go on to risk his life by taking on Master Org and Quadra Org to get back the animal crystals he had stolen as Zenaku. He was getting beaten badly until his old Wildzords finally answered his calls and came back to him. They gave him the Lunar Caller, giving him the ability to morph into the Lunar Wolf Ranger. With the power of the Howling Wolf behind him, Merrick defeated Quadra Org, and then Nazor, retrieving the 4 animal crystals in the process, and returning them to the Rangers. Merrick remained a recluse, helping the Rangers when necessary, but unwilling to get too close to them, or to pursue the romantic feelings he had for Princess Shayla. Instead of living on the Animarium, which he stayed away from out of self-exile and guilt, Merrick worked at Willie's Roadhouse, where he did chores in exchange for room and board. He knew when the Rangers needed him, when the wind would blow and warn him of the danger. As time went by, Merrick couldn't help but grow closer to the Rangers, and eventually accepted them as his friends. once even managing to bring himself to visit Princess Shayla and the Animarium. After Master Org was defeated, he gave up his powers and left Turtle Cove to travel the world for his next adventure. Zanaku, who somehow survived, offered to join him, saying that they were both lone wolves looking for redemption. Merrick accepted the offer, and the two set off together. Then, apart from being present in the legendary Ranger battle, Merrick is not seen or heard from again. Let's hope he, along with Zanaku, reappear in future episodes of Power Rangers. An episode that unites all the 6 Rangers would be incredible. Make that happen, Hasbro. Would you guys be interested in seeing a separate video on this channel purely about Zanaku, seeing as he is a separate character? He has one of the best designs in all of Power Rangers, and he's just a cool character. Let me know if you'd like to see that in the comments down below. Okay, thank you all so much for watching this video today, and an extra thank you to our patrons and channel members for your support with our upcoming live action Power Rangers videos. Please check out the 6th Ranger on Patreon if you're interested in supporting. That's it from me today. I hope you have a great day. May the power protect you, and I will see you next time on the 6th Ranger.